Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and I just jumped into a 8-4 Dragons of Tarkir Draft, single elimination. So here we go. I haven't played this yet, so I probably should have done Swiss, but this was ready to fire, and I actually like the 8-4s better. So here we are. So let's see. Our rare is actually not bad. Whenever he exploits a creature return to their owner's hands, all creatures your opponents control with toughness less than the exploited creature's toughness. Very controlly card. It's not bad. Deathwind is also really fantastic. Um, Great removal. What else do we have here? I like some of these little creatures. I just feel like there's a good aggressive strategy, and I probably want to first pick that. But Stampeding Elk's also a very good card. 5/5 for a 5. So there's a couple options here. Contradict also is very fine in limited. It draws you a card and gets you the counter. I think I'm going to go with the rare here. I just like the controlling element of this. Maybe the contradict will wheel. I think blue is very powerful in this set, so let's start here and see what happens. As for blue, got another exploit creature, but not a great one. We do have an epic confrontation, which is nice if we want to go blue-green, which is definitely an option. See what other reckless imp. I kind of like the aggro there, but I don't know if that might possibly wheel, where epic confrontation is just a better card, and we do need to start thinking about removal. The earlier you can start thinking about removal, probably the better. There's this enchantment that can bolster, but I just think that's a little too mana intensive for what we want to do, and bolster can be hit or miss. I mean, this is destruction, but it's very expensive. There's just a lot better removal out there. I think I'm just going to go with the Epic Confrontation here. Just keep ourselves open. It's just the best card. This could be a thing. 6 is a little expensive, but if we have a sack outlet, that could be good. And it's early enough that we can play around with that a little bit. What else we got here? It's another Epic Confrontation. I do like blue-black. I don't know how open it is. Green, I mean, we've got a couple Epic Confrontations come through. I don't know. 6 for a 4/4. And no guarantee that the ability is going to do anything for us. I might just take another Epic Confrontation here. Maybe see if green is open. So what is here? We got a black dragon, not a great one. This guy's a bear that can be better in the late game. I really like this guy actually. I like these small aggro creatures that are here. I also like this is more premium, I think relatively premium removal. We could just go with that right now. We don't really have a creature other than this one exploit guy. Might go with a coat with Venom here, just because it's just more removal. And having said that, Stampeding Elk Herd is here, so it looks like green might be open. It's an okay blue card. I think I'm just going to go with this here. We could wheel the one that we open in our pack too, possibly. So reach with Megamorph. Some fixing if we do want to go black-white. Or green-white, I'm sorry. Got this lifelinker here. He's a little fragile. And at the 4 slot, I think. I might just take the fixing. If I'm going black, there's also the Shambling Goblin. Right now I don't know where we're going. Although it seems like I said, green I think is pretty safe. There's no green for us in this pack. Could start thinking about white. Some couple decent white cards, and one's more of a sideboard card, but let's go ahead and keep it and just see what happens. A little versatility there. This guy's a 4/4 for 5, maybe. Not a lot of great stuff for us here. I could take the Survivalist. He's a cheap creature, and he's got a little flexibility if we need to get rid of an artifact or enchantment. And there are a lot of good enchantments in this format, so it's probably a decent pick. Blue just dried up after our first pick. There's a lot of really good blue. So there might be a couple people fighting over it, which should be fine. I think this is back to our original pack. Might take the color hoser here. I mean, there's nothing else that really jumps out to me. I haven't really seen much red open to take the red-green monument, so pretty safe to say. I think green's okay. I don't know what else is really. I mean, white might be open, or well, I don't know. Open might be a strong term, but seems to see a few decent white cards. I think the next few packs will be a little bit telling as to what people aren't taking now that everything's wheeled. It's an okay green creature. This is good blue quote-unquote removal. But at this point, I'm not sure that we're going into blue. I'm just going to take the green creature. What do we got here? It's a very good white card. Cheap if we want to go aggro, but I don't know. I'm going to speculate on white a little bit and take the Center Soul. Take the Tread Upon. And Volcanic Rush. I don't know. Could be worth splashing if we end up in that deck. So I don't know. I'll just take it for now. And we get this guy. And an island. Alright, so pack 1 was pack 1. I'm not super thrilled with it. But we're rewarded a little bit here for taking those epic confrontations now with a foe Razor Regent. So that seems to be where we're going with this one. And maybe we can try to play some Selesnya bolster strategy. Could wheel the epic confrontation. I don't know if that 3 is too many though. But yeah, let's take the dragon. Got another green rare. What's this one? I don't know. A little situational. I feel like there's probably something better here. Destroy target creature with flying. I think that's probably what we need. Might not be the card we want, but it is the card we're going to need against all these dragons and flyers. Just glancing at the rest of the pack here. Yeah, this is definitely decent. We got another cheap creature if we want to go that direction. I do like the Sandcrafter Mage if we do go Selesnya. This guy could wheel. He's just very vanilla. This would be good if I thought we could still get into blue or even splash blue, but I feel like that ship's sailing quickly. And again, we're rewarded. We got another big dragon, big house, win condition. So I think we just take that. And this looks more and more like a Selesnya deck as we go. So we got two pretty expensive creatures, and we can look for some ramp options. There's not a lot of great ramp in here. Fate Reforged pack, maybe we can get some of those guys that cost 2 and tap for 1 green, or if you have Ferocious 2 green, those would be decent. It's Explosive Vegetation. It's not economical ramp, but if there's nothing else, I do like Artful Maneuver a lot. So that's probably a thing that we could take. I don't know, this, it costs 4. I mean, I just feel like when you're at that stage in the game, you better start doing something as opposed to just looking for lands. And that could wheel. If it wheels, I want to be opposed to trying to run it, but I don't know. So I'm feeling a little better about our deck. But right now, what we need, we got a lot of 2-drops. That's good. We got 7 creatures. We probably just needed some creatures, and I would take more removal, and that will probably round out our deck a little bit. Preferably small creatures. At this point. Now somebody else did take the Stampeding Elk from our original pack that we opened, so we might not be the only ones in green, but I feel like we cut it pretty hard now, especially taking those 2 dragons. So, we'll see what happens. We got Ambushers, another one of those Grizzly Bear types. I kind of like Lightwalker. That's what I was talking about with kind of small, cheap creatures. I also like Val the Dragonfire quite a bit. But I'm going to take the Lightwalker here because we do need the creatures. And where does that leave us? Not a lot of great stuff here. This guy's just way too expensive, I think. I mean, I could take him. I don't really have. Well, I don't know. I'll just take him. I don't know if I'm going to play him or not. We'll see if we get more stuff for the 5 slot. Another Center Soul. I do like these. I'd probably rather have a creature, but I just don't really like this guy for 4/1 Hexproof. I mean, if I had a bunch of auras to put on him or something, but at this point, I don't have any auras, and I don't really want to speculate on that. Reckless Imp is a good card, but as you can see, there's really nothing for us here at all. So just kind of hate draft something, I guess. Maybe the Imp, probably the best card there. The Late Contradict. So now we got a couple options. We could go with the Naturalize or another one of these guys. I think I'll go with the Naturalize just because we already have one of him. Duress. I might just, I don't know, hate the Duress, I guess. Another Naturalize. I think at least one of those will start off in the sideboard, if not both. Just take this. I don't know. I'm not opposed to playing that guy at this point. We're still looking for playables, so. Alright, so we get to our Fate Reforged pack. Some ramp would be fine, some small creatures would be fine, a little more removal would be fine. That's basically what we're looking for at this point. And Fate Reforged is going to have some bomb rares, so let's see what we open to. Frontier Siege. Sure, yeah. So what else is in this pack? I really like Return to the Earth, but I don't think we can pass this. Especially with those dragons we got. Kind of does everything we needed to do at the 4 slot. So, yeah, it's pretty much a no-brainer for us. Alright, yeah, we'll take the Frontier Siege. Could be something that we'll wheel here, too, in that pack. Wow. Chute, that's so hard to deal with, too. Kind of want to he draft it. Or you think we could splash blue? That's pretty greedy. Oh, what else is here? And that guy's an okay creature. Don't know if I want something else in the 5 slot, though. Really would like the creature. I mean, Soul Summons is a cheap creature, kind of what I was looking for earlier. Oh, and there's also Mardu Woe Reaper. I didn't see that right away. He's a 2-1 for 1. And get in for some damage early. And Savannah Lion with upside. So, probably going to take him over Jete. Just kind of late in the game to try to splash. I mean, yeah, there'll be some dual lands coming up, but also I kind of have our win conditions. I don't really need another one. Even though it is a very good card. It's just kind of funny now that Fate Reforged is at the end of the draft. You see these bomb rares being passed around. Sandblast is great removal. That's all that's here for us, I believe. Yeah. So, be happy to take that. It's more what I was kind of talking about. Still waiting for those ramp guys. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen one yet. I don't know. I don't like that at sorcery speed. This guy can help us with some fixing. A little bit of a bigger creature for 3. I might take the Mastodon here. We just want more reliable creatures, I think. Return to the Earth. Still tight on creatures right now with only 12. But I really like Return to the Earth. And there isn't really any other creatures for us here anyway. So, there's a Mythic. But let's just take Return to the Earth. Got some more just kind of okay creatures. This guy's 4 slot. I do need something else in the 4 slot. The Soul Summons would be an option. That could wheel. So maybe I just take the Battlefront Krushak. Dragon Ball Monk's fine card at 3. I don't mind playing him. Okay. So I can use 4 slot cards, so let me grab this. There's also Map the Wastes. I might take the Map the Wastes here. As a bolster, and I'm getting a land out of it. And I really have no ramp. I was really expecting to see some of those creatures. I can't think of the name of those guys, but wow. Yeah, this is it for us here. um, this can be removable under the right circumstances, so maybe I'll just take this. Really don't like the way this guy plays. He just messes up your board state. Granted, there's some tricks you can do with him, but I just think I'll sideboard him. Let's say that's a sideboard. Alright, so we got some cuts to make here. I like our... Yeah, I don't know if that guy's doing much for us. There's one cut that's pretty easy. Okay, so there's a few things here. And Naturalize can start in the sideboard. Not thrilled with that guy, but I only have 14 creatures though. I gotta be careful when it comes to cutting creatures. That will start in the sideboard. This guy has a sideboardish ability, but at the same time, he's also a guy. Do we need color fixing? No, but I don't mind maybe making that to a 4/4 creature. I'd like to play it and see how that plays. Alright, so we have... Our deck's not super expensive, so I think we can get away with just a few more cuts here. Go down to 23 playables. This could be a sideboard card, depending on what kind of deck they're playing. I like the Tread Upon. I don't want to lose that, I don't think. What else can we cut here? Yeah, I really hate to cut creatures. We're down to 13 creatures. Gee. That's some good removal. See this Ruthless Instincts again. Maybe do I? Well, that is ramp 2. I don't want to lose this either. I kind of want to have it all. I think that's my problem right now. Got a lot of combat tricks. The worry is we probably have too many combat tricks. Sort this by curve. So I got 2 Center Souls, an Artful Maneuver, and we picked up the Tread Upon as well as this Ruthless Instincts. So I think it's pretty obvious we're going to have to slow down on these a little bit. So maybe it's the Ruthless Instincts goes. Now this is a creature, not really counting as one. So that does give us 14 creatures. Epic Confrontation's only good if you have creatures, but I think that's just an awesome card. Maybe the Artful Maneuver can go then. Since we got the 2 Center Souls. I hate to also lose the Tread Upon. But do we cut? I mean, this guy, I know I said I don't want to lose creatures, but wow, 5 for a 2/2 with Bolster 2, which may or may not pan out. I just feel like by the time I'm casting 5, there's just better things I could be doing with myself. I might regret that, but I feel like in this format, we can get away with a little more of a controlling type deck. Just seems that way anyway. But there's a lot of good removal out there, so. So last cut, do we just want to cut one of the Center Souls? Just don't want to cut all our win conditions or ways to get across damage, but you don't want to end up with a bunch of those in your hand early in the game. So, alright, I'm pretty happy with that. And we have a good sideboard, I think, too, for different matchups, so I can deal with it. 11 and 6. I think I feel better with 10 and 7. Okay, well, let's run this and see what happens. But I don't know, it's an interesting deck. I am a little concerned going in at our lack of creatures. We only have basically 13 creatures that we're running in limited. That can be a bad thing, but we got some decent win conditions. We got a lot of removal. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes.